our attention to the developing story out of Minnesota.
Today we remember that freedom is not free. We have to work at it, nurture it, protect it, and even sacrifice for it. May we never forget and always remember.
37-year-old Alex Jeffrey Preddy. He is now the second U.S. citizen killed by federal agents in Minneapolis this month. Preddy was an ICU nurse who cared for veterans at the Minneapolis VA hospital. And that video you just saw is circulating online from the son of one of his patients. It shows him reading a final salute for a patient who died back in December of 2024. We want to warn you, though, the next video we're about to show you is graphic. Cell phone footage from the scene shows agents pushing Preddy to the ground before at least one of them shoots him multiple times. CBS News reviewed these videos, and we noticed Preddy was holding a cell phone in his right hand and nothing in his left. The videos also show an officer took a gun from Preddy's waist right before another officer killed him. Police say he was licensed to carry that gun.
Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down!
Thousands of people marched through the streets of downtown Minneapolis over the weekend, demanding federal agents leave the city. Meanwhile, local and federal officials, they are sharing mixed reactions to what happened.
This individual showed up to impede a law enforcement operation and assaulted our officers. They responded according to their training and took action to defend the officer's life and those of the public around him.
What are they doing? They're not investigating the person that killed our citizens. They're investigating us. This is political retaliation. This is about a political narrative, and that narrative is making people less safe.
This is an inflection point, America. If we cannot all agree that the smearing of an American citizen and besmirching everything they stood for and asking us not to believe what we saw, I don't know what else to tell you. This has to be the moment. Someone has to be accountable.
Let's go live to Minneapolis with CBS News correspondent Lana Zak. Lana, today federal judges will hear two separate cases related to the ongoing surge of immigration agents in Minnesota. In fact, one of those cases is happening right now. What can you tell us about that?
So the hearing that's happening right now is over this question about whether there can be a restraining order that would push this surge, Operation Metro Surge, of federal troops out of Minneapolis, out of the state of Minnesota. It first was filed 2 weeks ago by the state. They are arguing that there are violations of constitutional rights. They are arguing that the aggressive tactics, in their words, of these federal agents are causing harm to their citizens and their residents here. And so they want Judge Mendez to actually rule that they need to stand down. At this very moment, they are discussing the question of whether there is a quid pro quo, that this is politically motivated, and that if Minnesota were to do certain things, which is what they're saying that letter from Pam Bondi is asking them, then they would pull back. And so that is at the heart right now of the discussion about whether or not it is constitutionally legal to have these troops here.
And Lana, I want to ask you about the man who was killed on Saturday, Alex Preddy. What are we learning about him, and also from members of his own family?
Yeah, his family, his father saying that that his son's memory is not being represented truthfully from the administration's comments, and they want people to understand. They say he was a good man. I also heard the same thing from one of his friends when he was a college student. He said that at the question of whether he was a domestic terrorist, he called that preposterous. He called it ridiculous. He said that he was one of the best people, and that if his own children grew up to be like Alex Preddy, an ICU nurse working with veterans, that he would be very proud.
Wow. Lana Zak, thank you so much.